All right. We are back, and I agree, Hackers is a great film. It is also one of my favorite films. It's so good. And
Crash and burn, baby.
Mm-hmm. The guy that went on to play Scooby-Doo, went on to play Shaggy.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Like, he was most recently in Twin Peaks: The Return. He played this creepy older dad.
He's got a ridiculous name, Skeet Ulrich. I'm bad with names, but I remember his name because it's the most 90s sounding heartthrob name ever. Skeet Ulrich.
Okay, but
that sounds like a demon that you would summon at a seance.
What do you do if you get a name like Skeet Ulrich and then in the next 20 years that becomes slang for a sex thing?
Skeet Ulrich is the one in Scream, though. He's not the one in Hackers.
Is he not the same person? Are you sure?
No, it's a different person, for sure. I can't... but the actor in Hackers has a similar name. It's a similar sounding name. So legit.
In my head, they look like the same person to me. In my head, they are the same person.
I'll look it up. Sorry, I'm
Matthew Lillard. Matthew Lillard. They look like they're brothers.
Yeah. They look very similar.
They might as well be related. Oh my god, this whole time I've had the wrong person in my head. Anyway.
It's fine. Someone in chat was saying Hackers define my sexuality. I'm like, yep, fair.
Yes.
Absolutely fair.
Yep. Angelina Jolie in Hackers, basically me.
Yeah.
I'm the only bisexual person I know that doesn't have a crush on Angelina Jolie.
From Hackers?
She is not my type.
From Hackers? Really?
Yeah. In anything. Every time I watch her, I'm like, still not getting it.
Genderqueer elf in Hackers. She's like got the bodysuit and like the hair. It looks like a Vulcan.
I gotta look this up. Hang on. Angelina Jolie in Hackers.
It's the hottest thing ever. It's ridiculous how hot it is.
Angelina Jolie was like...
I think the aesthetic is hot. I just don't... She's not my type.
Yeah,
totally
this is the most I've appreciated her aesthetically, but I'm also still not.
So one of the
I'm not into anything though. I don't count.
my like
I'm into everything. I'm the opposite.
One of the things, big mood, into everything. Yeah. So when I was like trying to work out like voice stuff for transition, one of the really helpful pieces of advice I got was like find someone who has a voice that you like, that you can like, you know, like model your intonation and things after. And I ended up going with one of the big ones for me was Angelina Jolie. And it's only like recently that I've worked out that specifically it's Angelina Jolie as Maleficent. And it's part of the reason that my accent has gotten posher and posher over the last few years is because I'm just like, well, everyone's here. Royalty, gentry, aristocracy. Right? Like
your gender identity is evil queen, Ash.
Yes. Yes. Thank you. I'm glad someone recognizes that truth in me.
That's really funny because we're way off topic here, but I just gotta say this because this makes me think that Martin Freeman is my ultimate voice. Like, I would love to sound like Martin Freeman, especially Martin Freeman in The Hitchhiker's Guide. Like,
yes.
I love that.
That's my idea. Like, I would just love to sound that, like, dorky but also smooth.
Totally.
Honestly,
yes.
If you could replace Martin Freeman, that would be an ideal situation for everyone.
Agreed.
I want to see Hitchhikers now with starring Ray.
Oh my god, I would love that so much.
So we are in our weird Edwardian cyberpunk dreamscape.
I think it's Ashland's turn or whatever.
And Anishan has I wanted to like cut back to that. So Anishan, you are currently a robot. Congrats.
Yay, fine. Yay, finally.
So all I've ever wanted in my life is for someone to say you are now a robot.
Right, me too.
So yeah, you're piloting this drone, and it's got like you've like security protocols your way into this hotel. It's a bit weird to have one of the outside drones inside, so like some of the humans are being like, what the fuck? But no one's actually like raised an alarm or an alert yet. What do you want to do?
I think I think that I'm assuming there's a central security room.
Yeah.
Since this is a highly secure building,
Yeah.
I think that since I managed to hack into the data stores of this security bot, that's where I'm going to head right away.
Sure, sounds good to me. Yeah. Sounds like you're trying to like making your way there without like someone being like, what the fuck is going on? That's going to be a trick here. What kind of action do you reckon that is? Sounds like you might be skulking or scrambling as a drone to me.
Can I make a suggestion that maybe these drones have a holographic projection system? To make them more bird-like, right? To make
Yeah,
them
well, they
more-
do, right? Like we know that they can appear as birds.
Yeah. So I kind of want to I'll tell you what I want to do is I want to make this security drone appear more like a sparrow that has become just like randomly trapped into a building and is just like looks a bit frantic but secretly is going a particular direction.
Yeah.
So people because like I often notice this as a bird lover that often like birds will get stuck in like malls or like airports
people
or whatever.
won't
And most
notice.
people don't. Yeah, they don't pay attention. They're just like, oh,
all right. It sounds like you're still trying to get somewhere, but you might maybe you want to roll something beforehand to set it up to make it easier.
Yeah, I think I would like to tinker the
holo projection.
the hollow projection.
Yep, sounds cool. So yeah, let's see that. I think that is probably controlled.
Okay.
Controlled and standard.
Cool. Ooh, I got a 3.
No.
Yeah, no. I think
About time our winning streak has to go down.
yeah, it had to happen at some point.
Hard moves.
Yep. So I think I think what happens is that like you manage to like flicker it to a sparrow for a moment, but it won't hold because the data stream from like you're controlling it is probably too high for it to be able to hold like both a projection and a and like the remote control data stream at the same time, and so like it's flickering and bugging out. And yeah, someone's like the receptionist that was like keeping an eye on it is like says to one of the guards, I think there's something wrong with that drone. It shouldn't be in here. Can we get it down? I think it's going to start upsetting guests soon. There's something wrong with this holo projection. We don't want it turning into a giant eagle or something like that. Oh no,
Oh, we lost Kira.
we lost Kira.
Bad.
Yeah.
So I guess I'm gonna try and dash away without that setup.
All right, cool. Sounds like a scramble then, to me.
Okay. All right. Well. Okay. What's the position in effect?
At this point, it sounds desperate. I think the effect. You're trying to get to the. I think it's a desperate and limited.
Okay.
You're in a pretty rough situation.
Can I
Are
argue
you,
that
are you trying to get to the security place or get out?
to the security place?
So yeah.
Can I argue that my control of this homunculi is so complete that I can use my digital sphere?
Which digital sphere do you have?
A
Oh, you're
homunculi.
using your digital sphere for homunculi?
Yeah.
Yes, you can
Yeah.
absolutely do that. Yep.
Cool. All right. Come on, it's one dice. Don't fail me. One. No!
You said it. You said one dice. You said one dice, and it did what you asked.
Why? You weren't listening properly.
All right. Yeah. No. I think that's the security guards. Use a. I think they probably don't like just shoot it down. But I think I think your drone is like captured or retaken or whatever.
Jump to a different drone, quick.
Yeah. So I think they throw a net over it, right? Like that's how you bring down a drone if you don't want to like damage too many of the components.
I think at that point I would just like back out, just let go of the control of this particular drone and try and grab another one. Maybe now, since I have more of a picture of this building and its security systems, maybe I go after a specific, I don't know, like a cleaner bot or something, like some kind of utility droid.
Yeah, that makes sense. If you're backing out, are you just dropping it? Because like you may have left traces on there.
Yeah.
So yeah, you drop out. That's fine. Do you want to try and hunt for another one? Is that the plan, to get like a cleaner bot or something?
Yeah, I wonder if before I do that I should roll to tinker the data stores within the drone to erase my traces.
That was what I was wondering if you wanted to do.
Yeah.
That sounds like.
Let's do that.
So tinkering is changing the way a thing works. I'm wondering if it's not wrecking the data stores. I don't know. Like, what do you? Let's have a look. Tinker is the action of changing the properties of a thing, reshaping, reprogramming, enhancing, or restraining. Whereas wreck is the action of damaging or destroying things, breaking, rupturing, eroding, injuring.
I guess
could I not reprogram it to say randomize the like say that I've left some string such as like some kind of IP address or something, like maybe I can, whatever relates to my digital self, maybe I can reprogram it to randomize that.
Sure. Yep. That sounds like, yeah. So tinkering then. Yep.
Well.
Definitely risky. Definitely standard.
Okay. Six.
Yay, our luck is back.
Phew.
Excellent, good job. Caught. So yeah, you managed to wipe the trail that you left on there. Outside, you'll hear some commotion from inside this this building that is guarded by an elf woman and like a troll in a suit. But yeah, you can hear like the sound of like a scuffle inside.
Cool. I mean, that's where we need to go, right? Like,
I don't wonder if maybe Anishan would text and just let
comm, yeah.
Crewmates, yeah, just let the crewmates know, because I'm in the digital sphere, so I don't think I could necessarily comm, but like I think I would drop a text, just a quick text, like lost that drone, looking for another one.
Okay.
And also like, don't worry, we're covered, kind of thing. Like, don't worry, we're good.
But the security level on the security are aware that something weird just happened.
Yeah.
This is not ideal. Are there? I guess I wanna like look around the building to see if there's like another way in. See if there's like a maintenance entrance or like a delivery entrance or something that we can. Yeah. Which I guess sounds like a study roll to me.
Sounds like study, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And I don't really have anything that would add to this. So
But you might get like you could get help from your friend if you wanted to.
true. Is this like leading a group action, or is there a like one-to-one support? Or
Let me double check what the rules are in the current version.
Yeah.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah,
Action
that also
rolls.
sounds like something that that Pyro would know about, having worked in like mini maintenance shops and
Exactly. Yeah.
stuff like that. So I could aid you.
Yeah. Well, we can do it together.
Yeah,
then.
it's a group action.
Yeah, and strain is a collective thing in this system,
Strain's
right? Not a.
collective,
Yeah. So it doesn't even really matter who leads the action.
Yeah.
We're just.
That's the idea.
Yeah. Okay.
Together.
Let's both roll study then.
A plus.
What is the position on this one?
Risky.
Mm-hmm.
Effect is limited.
Can I roll study plus environment?
So what's that? Is that a digital sphere?
Yeah.
That seems appropriate. What does that look like? How are you
can't
using
remember
your digital powers? Right.
Oh yeah. Well, my body is in tune with the architecture of this place because I've spent so much time in it, and I was built to work in it. So I imagine she like touches the wall and can like feel certain temperatures and vibrations, like information about them.
Yeah. I mean, there is always like a digital, like everything that has technology in it has a digital footprint. So like, yeah, if you're like, you can be like picking up on like, oh, this is this kind of technology. They will have been using these parts and those sorts of things. Yeah, absolutely. Go for it. Get that.
Does
get
that-
bonus dice.
Does
That's
that
good.
make sense?
I fucked up real bad, so you got to pick up the slack on this one.
No problem, Violet. We'll see. Sorry, where's my page that I need to go to? Okay. So, study. Risky. It was risky, right?
Risky limited. Yep.
Yeah. Risky, limited, bonus die. I got a 5.
It's a partial success. Awesome. I mean, yes, there is a like a service entrance that like people can go through, and it doesn't and it isn't as like its systems for entry and things are automated, right? It doesn't like it's big heavy metal thing. You need like a swipe key or whatever to get inside.
Cool.
Can I specifically hack a service drone that is at that entrance? I can let them in.
You can have a go. Yeah, certainly. That sounds like
maybe they text back what, like the location of the entrance, or like maybe the entrance has some kind of identifier.
Yeah, cool. Sounds good to me. So you specifically want one that is going to be able to open that door? Is that the plan?
Yeah, maybe some kind of
Or did you,
service
because the
bot
other thing you could do is just use vaults to unlock the door.
Well, my thought was that maybe I could join up with the crew in robot form at this
Yeah,
point.
I'm thinking that
Just
those
walk
would be
together.
two different things though, because like
Oh, I
getting the drone to open that door for you is going to be tricky.
Okay, so hack the door and then the drone.
Yeah, that was my
Something.
thought.
Okay, let's do that. We'll do 2 hacks.
You're max hacking today. Maxing. Hack. No, okay, sorry.
Fulfilling my destiny.
Yep.
All right.
Ash, I think you should drop us down by 1 strain for the group action
Yes,
before.
I should. Thank you for that. You all can also do that if you need to.
Oh, cool. Good to know.
You should be able to change things on that crew sheet, as if you should be able to change anything on that crew sheet.
Okay.
All right. So trying to unlock the door is, I think, risky standard. And yeah, you're using one of your spheres.
6.
Hooray!
Nicely done.
Open sesame.
So yeah, what does it look like when you hack the door? Yeah.
It's it's a pretty easy, straightforward hack. It's like
Apparently.
I could do that with my sleep kind of thing. I just like kind of literally just think of it and it happens kind of.
Yeah. Cool.
Because at Anision, the way they hack is specifically like they exist in the digital realm,
Yeah.
like as an entity.
That's a good question. What do you look like as a digital entity?
So I have a shroud that is just kind of it's almost like camouflage. But obviously I have dropped that slightly earlier on.
Yeah.
And so like the shroud takes on the form of whatever space I'm in. It kind of just like blends the background, but it's like kind of like a shimmer. Like you can, if you look real hard, you could see it. But when the shroud drops a little, I am a vague human shape, but with all sorts of extravagantly pink and blue feathers.
Sick.
Like just kind of like shimmering.
I love this. This is real good.
So good. Awesome. So yeah, like we get that shot of you just being of this pink and blue feathered figure just like glancing towards the like digital form of the door and just being like, no, open, and it just go dunk, right? It just opens like at your command. Cool. So yeah, the two of you in the physical like space just see the light go green on this giant metal like this giant metal door, and like right, it opens. It opens for you. Inside is like a big supply closet storage area. And yeah, you have access, and there are people, and like I think there are people like doing things occasionally, and like one of them like looks towards the door, being like, why did that open? They don't seem to, they're like people who do jobs like moving boxes and shit though, so like they're not going to care that much, but they are like, what was that?
It's not really their job to care, I guess.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, what do? You want to grab another drone?
Yeah, I'm gonna grab another drone. This time it's a sweepy bot. I'm specifically going for a little bot that's sweeping in the corner.
Rumu.
Oh my god. I'm a Rumu. Oh my god. Yeah, let's make it a Rumu.
Yeah, sounds good. All right.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah, let's see how you do with that. I think picking up a Rumu again sounds risky standard to me.
All right. That would be a 6.
Killing it. Well done.
So the little Rumu kind of rolls up to their feet and kind of like donks into the feet, and then turns around so that they're ready to like go with them.
I think Violet gives like a very like lazy salute, like, "Yep, cool, let's do this."
All right, what's the plan, team?
Let's do it.
Yeah, I guess we need to figure out what room Cora is in,
Probably for
and
best.
then make our way there. So
Okay, and in the meantime, we'll just pretend to be fixing things if we pass people.
yeah, I guess we just need to look like we belong here enough. Anishian, can you get access to information like a room? I don't know, manifest or something, or have we kind of stretched the limits of your hacking at this point?
I wonder if this bot can gain access to at least a kind of guest list.
So the
And the reason I think it would have access to this is because they need to know which rooms are populated in order to be, like how room service knocks when they know someone's in there, and like they would need
yeah,
to know that.
you'd have to dock this thing in and use it as a bridge into the internal systems of the hotel.
Okay. I mean, it's risky, but I think it's probably the best way forward.
Yeah, there is a risk there of like leading a thing from the hotel all the way back to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, this is certainly a thing you can do.
Do we have other options?
You know that there was a paper version of that, or it's probably an e-ink like weird stylus thing, but it looked like the person was using like a fucking feather pen. Was it what's the word I want?
A quill?
A quill to like fill the receptionist when Anishan was piloting the first robot. It looked like the receptionist was using a quill on a big parchment book to like record people coming and going. Whether that's like a tech thing that's been disguised or whether they actually have a book, I don't know.
What's that? It's like skeuomorphism. It's like making digital things look like physical things when there's no need for it. Is like that kind of thing.
Probably something like that. It might even be just it might be another shimmer, we don't know.
Very retro futurist society. So we could head to reception and try consorting or swaying the receptionist so we can get a peek at it. Is that the other option, maybe?
That's what I was suggesting, is like trying the person option. Also, there's a bunch of people in here in this thing that are like people who are like cleaners and shit, right?
Yeah, I don't know what Vision and Pyre's people skills are like.
Not great.
Pyre's good.
Yeah, mine are good. I couldn't tell if I was muted still, sorry. I could talk to people. I could also hack the comms, which I think if security is talking about where people are, that might be a good way to find out.
Yep. For the moment...
I think maybe we should start with the least risky thing first and work up as we fail, if we fail.
I like your planning.
For the moment, I think there is like one of these people in here is like a so like the job of a cleaner in this sort of place is to do all of the stuff that like it's not easy for robots to do. Yeah. And so like there is like one, I think at this point like one of the like janitor cleaner type people is like, what the fuck are you doing? Like trying to work out what the Roomba is doing, because it's not following standard programming. And so they've just come around. They've probably just come around the corner, being like, "Where's it gone?"
Cool. Can I? Oh, I'm sorry, Ray. Were you gonna do something?
I was just gonna say that I think. Can I put them at ease as a setup as the Rumu by consorting in a very friendly way, like "Hello, friend."
That sounds like a helpful thing. If you're both consorting, you could actually be doing it as a group action. Yeah.
Okay.
So this like ashen skinned dwarf woman with like she has like a row of like horn like growths across her brow, and it's like and she's wearing like the like immaculate or like the like white cleaner's uniform with just like stains all over it. And she's like comes around the corner. It's like, what the fuck? Oh, hi. Do you want to consort her?
Who should consort first, or should we consort simultaneously?
Yeah, do it together for a group action. So you both roll it.
Yeah, I'm not going to contribute to this.
She's a little bit on edge, so there's a risk here. She's like, there's some people here that she didn't expect to see, so it's really risky.
I'm gonna say that Pyre will like act as though they've just been caught on break or something, and like offer her a cigarette and be like, "I know, robots, right?" or something.
In the meantime, Rumu just keeps repeating, "Hello, friend."
Yep. Cool. So that's risky standard. Is our position?
Sounds good.
Do I have a bonus dice for being in control of this homunculi?
You're using the homunculi, so yeah, I think so.
Not bad.
I mean, we already have a 6, so just get a 4 or higher, and
I have a 5.
Yay!
My thing is taking a while. I'm gonna refresh my Roll20 because I can't see.
Oh yeah, Roll20s. I just got an error message.
Yep, saying that Roll20 is being a butt.
Mm-hmm.
All right, but you. So we got a 6. Was that the?
We have a 5. We have a
And
5. The 6 was from my previous roll.
Yeah, 6 and a 5.
yeah, because
Oh,
Kira
you
got
got
6. Yeah.
I didn't get the 6. Okay, cool.
Yeah, it didn't. Yeah, roll 20 being bad. All right. Yeah. So she like absolutely buys that you are other stuff. What are you? Now you're currently dressed as. One of you is wearing like a body, like a skin tight bodysuit, and the other is dressed in like projected Victorian wear.
No, that's gone now.
Okay, all right.
I'm back to looking like a Kingdom Hearts cosplayer.
All right, cool. We're all okay. So we are like edgelord team. Okay, just checking.
Oh my
Yeah. We don't look really like we're working there, probably.
So I think she's like, not she's not like sure what's going on, but like she's not going to turn around like if you're, being like, oh, do you want to smoke or whatever. She's absolutely like, yeah, fucking, and like I think she kicks the Roomba. I think she's like stupid thing. And like yeah, she leans back and starts against the thing and is like starts like complaining about like all of the robots in the place and how and she explains like apparently back in the day like everyone used to have jobs, but now these days it's only the people who like don't own robots. It starts like
I know.
going on and on about like the injustice of it all, and
It is very unjust. I understand. I used to, work on this side all the time. I got called in for a special thing. It's like, why are they calling me over here for this business when I guess you're here? It doesn't make any sense, to be honest.
yeah,
She's like, I'm listening.
yeah, and she just like, and like it's clear that like it becomes really clear really quickly that like all of the talk is just actually there's a couple of people she doesn't like that are like her bosses, where she's like where she just really doesn't like really just doesn't like Mr. Stokinghorn or whatever, right, who like owns this runs this particular part of this particular building or whatever, and she doesn't understand why she has to have like all of the security nonsense, and like no one's gonna break in through the service entrance. That's ridiculous. She's like, have you seen the size of that door?
Yeah, he's way too paranoid. Agreed.
Yeah, but yeah, she's on side. She's got a guard down.
I don't know how to like segue into, yeah, we hate this dude. Tell us secrets about where this person might be.
I mean, that sounds like it might be a study or a sway, to like just kind of like, or a skulk even, depending, right? Like skulking to go unnoticed when you get this information out.
Yeah,
Maybe you can be like a sway, like you can be like, oh, I lost my or I forgot my manifest today. Do you have?
Ooh, I like that a lot.
Do you have? Can I borrow yours?
Yes, that's a very smart A+.
Sounds like a plan.
Is that a sway?
I mean, swaying is getting someone to change their behavior or do something different. It's getting someone to move. Swaying is about redirection, right?
Right. This is more of a trick, so I guess it's more skulk.
It could be skulk. It could still be another consort, right? Like,
yeah.
Like it could just be, hey, I'm asking
consort
for a favor.
Is my best option.
I think that sounds like you're just being friendly still. So I think that just sounds
solidarity.
like you're kind of winding this friendship up to 11 as fast as you can, right? Like you're doing the Benjamin Franklin, ask someone for something to make them like you.
Yes. Is this controlled?
It is at this point, yeah. And like it's great outcome if you can do it.
Cool. Here we go. No, that's okay.
What did you get? I can't see.
I got a 4. So that's a medium success still?
Yeah, that's, I mean,
I can't remember what the outcome dice are.
Yeah, I mean, she's happy to, like, comm you her manifest if you give her your, like, comm number.
Sure.
So she can call you later. And she's like,
That'll be.
It's a very good way of getting your number. Like,
is it a clever way of hitting on me?
That's what she's trying to do.
I'm getting your okay. Yeah. Pyra will lean into that and like smirk, like she's flattered.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
This got flirty.
Yep. Cool. So yeah, she's like, yeah, here you go, and like texts it to you. And yeah, you get the like manifest of like which rooms are like what security like things and how often they need to be cleaned and all those sorts of things. I don't think it gives you like what the people's names are, because this place is way too paranoid to like give the guests names to the cleaners.
Yeah.
But it'll have like instructions about those sorts of things.
Yeah, can we like read between the lines and figure out like which rooms seem more like they're trying to keep someone in versus ones that are trying to keep people safe? Because I imagine they would have different security protocols, right?
I think that probably the prison rooms would be like no access at all times.
Yeah. I'll share it with you too, and you can maybe have better eyes on it than I can.
Yeah. Meanwhile, the like ashen dwarf woman, her name is. She introduces herself. She's not a runner, so she doesn't have a cool runner name. Her name is Mariam Singh.
Oh, I like it.
And yeah, she's like, got your number now, and is like trying to like suss out like, oh, have you been to this bar and all these sorts of things, right? Like just like casual talk about like, oh, I went out last weekend, I went to this place, and like, have you been there, and all these sorts of things. And like she's asking about like gay places, like that is like
gay places.
Yeah, she's like, oh, have you been to the such and such, right? Like there is a subtext.
Hint.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Pyre is like, oh yeah, I've been to that one that's
the bar called Gay Places.
Yeah, I've been to the gay places.
I've been to gay places. The bar.
Yeah. No, it's Gay's place because it's run by someone called Gay.
Nice.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Is that their chosen name? I love it.
I mean, I know plenty of old women who have the name Gay anyway, and it's always like it's hard not to giggle. Like,
very cute. Yeah, Pyre will like nod and be like, yeah, I go there sometimes. We have to get back to work though, so thanks so much for this manifesto thing. I can't remember what it's called right now.
Yeah, manifesto is fine. Yeah, manifest.
Manifest.
Not manifesto.
Manifesto is a different thing.
Slightly different, not a gay reference. And
God, can you imagine Mariam's like manifesto? Like it'd be like, and Mr. Potts is no longer allowed to tell me when I can take my break. I'm allowed to take it whenever I like, as long as it's only 10 minutes.
And I'm always allowed to take a break to flirt with attractive women that come in.
Yeah.
And look, I'm not a smoker, but why do smokers get breaks and not me? Why don't I get a tea break?
Oh, that was such a thing when I used to work in retail. I was like so bitter about like.
I used to work for like a natural gas supplier, so like a utilities company, and it used to make me so angry that I never
had a friend who took up smoking so that she could get smoke breaks.
Yeah, I knew a lot of people that did, because otherwise you were glued to your desk unless it was lunchtime for like 8 hours.
Yep.
So we'll do that, but then actually
she's like yeah, okay. Do you care about whether or not she thinks you're blowing her off?
No.
Okay, she gets really like sullen, like, oh, I thought we were like had a thing going.
Well,
she doesn't say that, but like it's really obvious that that's what's going on in her head.
Pyre hesitates, and she actually looks back at her and she says, well, how much do you hate your boss? Like she's trying to get a gauge on like, could this person be converted to the revolution?
Yeah, she's like, Yeah, I mean, she's just like, yeah, I fucking hate that guy, piece of shit. Like, yeah.
Did this turn into a recruiting?
It's always a recruiting mission.
Yeah, the question is recruiting for what?
For contact or for someone to help us.
Yeah, no, that's a good idea. Yeah, no, that sounds cool. So
'Cause actually, she seems kind of cool. So
yeah, I
maybe
mean, she's at the moment she's happy to like be like just she has like a 5-minute like rant about like how much of a dickhead her boss is.
Cool.
And like like every time that she goes off in this trail, she kind of forgets she's talking to a person and is just kind of like talking to herself.
Staring into the distance.
She says, "Well, we're actually trying to find someone. If you, but it's kind of risky. I don't know. I'll be vulnerable and like share a little bit of what we're trying to do to see if she has empathy for the situation, or if she's like, no, I don't want to risk my job."
What's your intention? What do you want to happen?
I want her to help us out.
So what do you want her to do in helping out?
I don't know, whatever she has the ability to do. I
Right,
guess.
cool. Yep.
Yeah.
What's your
Any
action?
capacity? I guess I'm still.
Sounds like you're still consorting. I think you're like doubling down, right? Like you've gone from like, hey, I'm not a threat, to hey, I'm your friend, to hey, do you want to be part of the revolution?
Yeah.
In like 10 minutes. Over the course of a cigarette, we've gone from hey, it's okay, I'm cool, to hey, let's be best friends, to hey, do you want to join my revolution?
There is a certain stereotype about queer women and moving fast, so...
Oh yeah, she's like, oh hey, I have this spare fridge.
I'm googling U-Hauls right now.
Yeah, cool. Yeah,
I guess for it.
Yeah, she's happy to help. She's fuck that. Like, yeah, let's break everyone out. Yeah, let's do it.
Cool. Okay.
I fucking...
We don't know where to go though.
She's like, come on, I'll take you to the secure rooms. She's like, I don't technically have access, but I have Michael's spare security card, so it doesn't matter. Let's go.
Brad, lead the way.
So
And at this point, she's got her hand on the small of Pyre's back. Just
yeah, I mean, I don't think she even does, right? She's just like, she goes off ahead of you, right? She just powers forward. She's like, let's go, let's fuck up everything. Like,
I love it.
yeah, she's yeah.
Rumu zooms along and is like, revolution!
Yeah.
Like an old singing robot voice.
Yeah, so like she goes storming off down a corridor out into like the main part of the hotel and like down like one of the hallways and whatever. And like the three of you are following.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool.
I guess we're believing her.
At which point, like some security guards are like, "What the fuck is going on? Why is the janitor dwarf like stomping loudly down the hallway? Why are there a robot and two cosplayers like following her?"
It's a legit question.
Like, yeah, and like one of them starts to make a move, right? To like come and be like ask you a question, right? What do?
Is there an easy way to tell if people have cybernetic implants?
Most humans have some kind of cybernetic implant, by default, right? Like most people have something. Just the question of knowing what is sometimes tricky. These guys all have like comms and like stuff hooked up to their eyes and ears and things like that because
Perfect.
They're security. They
eyes
need
and
to be
ears
recording.
is what I want. Yeah. Would you say cybernetics hooked into eyes and ears count as biosystems?
Cybernetics, yes.
Yeah, I would like to basically like magically hack them so they just can't see us anymore.
Fucking sick. What does that look like?
I think it looks like some fucking like casting a spell shit. Like I think you see Vision like drawing runes in the air, and the runes are kind of like glitching out.
Like, how do you access the digital systems? Right? Do you like have like do we see like your vision like shifts into the digital space, or like and just connects to like and like is like picking up local radio signals, or like what does it look like? How is your digital work different to your mystical work?
Yeah, I think there's a certain amount of like blending of those. So I think it's very like you know what? I think it's like pulling out like miming pulling out like a tome, and then a tome sort of like glitching into existence, but in a kind of like insubstantial way, and then it's like using the tome then as an interface for interacting with the digital sphere.
Sick. So like in my head, you have like some kind of like cyber deck in your hand where you can like which is being the tome. Is that what's going on?
Yes, 100%. Yeah.
So it's like you've got like bits of like tech stuff in your hands so that you can be like do and like it projects a tome for a user interface and
100%. Yeah, I've just skinned it to look like some magic bullshit.
This is the
I'm imagining all your hand movements are like Doctor Strange-esque, like
yeah.
Cool. Love it.
For sure. So yeah, I would like to change their cybernetic eyes so that they just like filter out us specifically.
All right, that sounds hard as fuck, but let's have a go.
Yeah,
let's desperate and limited.
Great. Awesome.
I feel like you're our desperate roller.
Yep. It's all or nothing.
Can I help, since I am in the digital sphere and I imagine that they are connected to the digital sphere since that is part of their job?
Yep.
Since they need to be connected.
If you want to drop out of the robot.
Oh, I can't do both at the same time.
Doesn't feel like it to me. You know, like you kind of have to be in a like. You're currently working marionetting a robot, right? You have your like you can drop back into the robot afterwards without an issue, but like for that bit, the robot will be doing its own thing, right? Because you're not directly manipulating it.
Okay, I'm good. I think I'll do that. I'll let it bump into some walls for a minute.
Is your like cyber ghost like rising out of the Roomba and just like fist bumping me as I start to do this bullshit and then going back into the Roomba? Or
Yeah. But like just in the digital, no one else can see this. It's just like this shared moment.
And
the Roomba just kind of like donks into the wall. Everyone else is just like, what the hell?
Cool. So are you... Is this a group action then? Or did you want to...
I think I was going to assist in adding a die. Can I do that in this game?
I'm trying to remember.
Oh.
Like a help?
Yeah, is there a help?
Let's just spend a strain and help. And give a dice.
Okay. Alright.
Okay, yeah, cool. So that's another bonus dice. So I've got one for biosystems, one for being helped. Let's see how we go.
I have marked the strain.
Amazing. 1, 1, 1, and 3.
Yeah. They're like, yeah. I think they're just like, they see you pop up the thing and they're like, they're doing magic and just start firing on you. I think the two of you that are in the like group there are gonna take some level 2 harm.
Can the I zoom back jump back into the Rumu and the Rumu launches at their feet to knock their aim off? Can I?
I don't think that there's enough time for that, right?
For
Like,
future shots.
yeah,
They're just too fast.
like the movement time for pull trigger is much shorter than, and it's just a spray of bullets, right?
Just a spray of bullets.
Well, just like they're not aiming very well; they're just like going everywhere. But yeah, I think so. I think there's minor harm coming at both of your bodies.
Yeah, sure, cool.
So should I put like a 2 in minor harm?
So you should in the minor harm for body, you should just write bullets or or like shot up, right?
Can they? There's resist in this game, right?
You can resist. Yep. If you want a bad thing to not happen, you can resist.
Right. What is resisting in this?
To resist, defy, or reduce an outcome narrated by another player, often the GM, describe how your character resists and choose which attribute is appropriate: mind, body, or soul.
I have resistance as a thing.
Yeah.
But I don't.
So your resistance is to like heat and things. I don't know that it's. Yeah.
Yeah. This doesn't count.
I don't think bullets count for like. I don't think your venting systems are going to do much against lead poisoning.
I agree.
But yeah, if anyone wants to resist or resist for someone else, then by like jumping in the way, then you can do that. But body is used to resist outcomes that are physical or present related. So you would be rolling.
I got no points in any body things anyway, so I don't think I have a chance of resisting this.
Sure.
This is just not good.
Yeah, resistance hits the group strain, so.
I will resist and jump in front of Vision.
Yeah, right, okay, cool. Sounds good.
I have capability.
Yep, so if you click on like the body heading, it should roll it for you.
Okay. Oh, just the body one. Okay. 0 bonus dice because my capability is in like environmental things.
Yeah, bonus dice isn't helping here. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. No attribute was found. I don't think it worked.
Okay. You've got 1 dice, so just roll 1d6.
Yeah. One.
No.
On a 1 to 3, you resist, but the crew takes 2 strain.
Okay, I've marked the strain.
Cool, awesome. So yeah, like you managed to like knock the 2 of you down to the ground before the bullets hit any of you.
You saved me. It was an extremely unpleasant experience, but you saved me.
Ray, you drop back into the. Sorry, Anishan, you drop back into the Rumu. Is that what we're doing?
Yeah.
Cool. What's the plan?
I think we have to do something about these security guards.
Yeah. So there's 2 security guards. One is like firing at you, and the other one is like trying to work out what the fuck is going on.
Yeah, they opened fire. That's like. This is definitely no longer subtle. We probably need to go.
Maybe we have 0.5 seconds to remain subtle. Or something very cyberpunk. I don't know. It's up to Ash.
Shots were fired. So
we are not built for this.
Yeah, you were gonna do magic. You weren't even doing magic, but whatever.
Maybe I just wanted to show them some flowers, you know? They didn't know.
You were very much directed at them. Anyway, what? Who wants to take the initiative here? Who wants to seize the moment?
Oh yeah. I mean, I can do something. I'm sure. I'll do some actual magic and like raise the temperature around them with my fire magic.
Yeah, you could literally just set them on fire if you wanted to.
Dang.
I don't want to hurt them. But maybe I'll melt their weapons or something. Or make them very uncomfortable so they have to leave.
Make it very humid and hot.
So cute. Oh, it's suddenly so muggy. Ah!
No, it's fire, Ash. It's not humidity magic, it's fire magic.
Well, if you had water, then you'd be doing both.
Company policy is that we get to go home when it hits a certain temperature, so...
Yeah, and they're like, fuck it, alright, we're out.
I mean, at the moment, they're mostly just trying to protect themselves from our wizard, so... That's their currently their instinct is shoot wizard.
I mean, their instinct is
Maybe
correct.
you can frighten them with fire. Maybe you can terrify them enough that they want to run away.
I'll create a wall of fire between them and us.
Sick.
What-
Straight up Fire Nation magic.
That sounds
work.
cool as heck. That sounds like you're building and using your mystical work.
Yes.
Yep. 1 wizard, shoot it. 2 wizards, maybe we should get the fuck out of here.
This is an excellent system.
Are
Is this
we
an official company policy?
are we desperate or risky? It's our official company policy.
Yes, this is a desperate situation.
Cool. And standard
Yeah.
or limited
Standard.
standard.
You
And
like
one-
if it works, a wall of fire is going to be pretty effective.
Yeah. It did not work.
It did not work!
Maybe their feet get a little warm.
You've set the room on fire. What does it look like as you conjure flames, right?
That's like the opposite of what I imagined a failure with it would be. I'm like, oh, it doesn't get hot enough. You're like, it gets way too hot.
Failure can come in a lot of different forms.
It was just like,
This is why I love Ash as a GM. She's not trying to kill us, but really she is.
I'm not. Look, you're the ones that started making fire.
it's true. How do I conjure fire? Not through martial arts, like the actual Fire Nation, but it is through.
How do you conjure fire? And like, what does your slip up or mistake look like?
Yeah, how does one conjure fire? I'll like rub my hands together and they'll get really warm, and then like kind of put them out towards them.
Mm-hmm.
But
Do you have to like? Do you get like? Is it another spray of bullets that you like have to duck or something, and it gets redirected, or?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
She's like closing her eyes, concentrating. But yeah, spray of bullets come and it gets way like her hands glow and it gets way too hot and there's fire all over the walls now.
You like
Maybe it'll-
fall down and
going
your hands like hit the ground, and that's where the fire starts.
Yeah.
Or there's like decorative curtains that are just,
Oh, there's
like,
decorative curtains everywhere. They're all red velvet.
Yeah. Yeah, they just like suddenly ignite.
They're much redder now.
I mean, I love this visual. It's pretty cool.
Take
So
this, you
we're-
bougie twats.
I'm gonna burn your house to the ground.
In the distance, we hear a fire alarm go off. B, we hear Mariam yelling, "Go! You're free! You're free! Run!"
We did it!
down
We
in a
made a
different hallway.
distraction!
Is Miriam like? Is she okay? Like, I don't want her to get.
She's
caught.
around another corner. Who knows what's
Okay.
happening?
I'm gonna chase after her.
Don't leave us here with the guards in the fire! And by us, I mean me!
Do we want to make this a group scramble rather than a singular?
Yeah,
Yeah,
take me
let's do that.
with you, please.
Don't leave me here.
The rumor just goes, "Hello, friend."
Hello, friends. I think Anishan is gonna, while they're scrambling, just leave the poor Rumu, and try and
Rumu-
jump in.
Yeah, you jump out.
Well-
the Rumu like crashes into one of the burning curtains, catches on fire, and then starts like spinning around in a circle, going, "Hello, friend."
Oh
And-
no.
I think what Anishan is going to try and do is leave a door open for them to, because I'm going to jump out back into the sphere, leave a door open for them to escape from, and then close and lock any other access so that the fire crews cannot get there and it will spread and cause hopefully an evacuation of the building.
Okay, so you're jumping out, and you want to. Do you want to lock the doors or unlock the doors?
I want to lock the doors, I want to leave them an escape route, and I want to also sabotage the fire crews.
All
And
right,
help
that sounds
them
pretty tricky to do
without the
both, right? You're like leaving an escape route, but also locking all the other doors sounds tricky. So let's go with Like, this sounds desperate and limited.
Okay. Let's do this.
Sounds like you're using your digital sphere of volts.
Volts again? Yeah. Yeah. 5.
Cool. All right. So you lock all the doors.
Cool.
Shit. What? It was a 5. Wow.
You get
Damn,
a partial success.
Yeah, you
did-
got your primary objective and not your secondary one, I
No,
guess.
my primary objective was to let you out. Honestly.
Okay. In which case, do we want to unlock all the doors? You can choose one or the other.
I think I would rather let my friends escape.
Okay.
and
All right.
not
Cool.
achieve-
Thank
not
you.
achieve not achieve my dream of burning this place to the ground.
Dang, you are violent. I like it though.
So the two
That's
of
the
you,
optimal tool I have in today. It was just mission dependent.
yeah, there was like something that made you like care about not destroying everything, and that got wiped in the short-term memory wipe.
yeah.
Oh my god.
Pyre and Violet, you are like scrambling to stand up. We're gonna do a scramble roll as a group check to try and get the fuck out of here. I'm guessing,
Yeah, I guess so.
or is it get to Mariam or get the fuck out of here?
I feel responsible for Miriam, but I also want to help Violet escape.
I mean, you just got a comm saying all of the doors have been opened from Anisha, so I don't know if that changes the context.
Well, I don't know if like Miriam has been like. I'll text Miriam.
Hey, on fire right now. What are you doing?
I'll just say okay.
All right, so you're texting. You want to like text Mariam to like see what she's doing?
Yeah, I just want to make sure she's not like captured or something. Like she helped us, and I
Right.
don't want
Okay. Yeah.
that to turn against her. If it
She's
seems
not going to
like she's
respond to a
like-
text right now. The building is on fire, and she is busy freeing all of the prisoners that were in this complex.
And our main objective was to try and find the prisoner to.
There was
free,
one
right?
prisoner that you were trying to free. Yeah.
Well, at least we're freeing them all.
I think I'm gonna hardcore go towards the prisoners.
All right. Cool.
Because my body can withstand heat. I caused this fire, and that was like our main objective.
Sure. That sounds good to me. So sounds like you're doing that on your own.
Yeah, maybe because I don't think Violet wants to come with me.
No, but this is an absolute bad situation for Violet because the options are stay in the fire or go evacuate with everybody else in the building, which is an equally bad situation.
You can try and evacuate your own way.
Is there a way that other people wouldn't be going in a mass evacuation of this building?
Jump out a window.
Maybe the way that you came. Like, I don't know. You can try and
Yeah.
find a way. That's the thing. You can be like, I want to find a way to evacuate that doesn't involve being in a crowd.
I might
could I-
yeah. Oh,
Could I
Yeah.
do that as a setup?
You want to set that up by being like, go this way?
Yeah.
That sounds like a study
Oh.
to set it up.
Okay, cool.
And
So I will study the
that study is
building
actually
plan.
controlled, so...
Okay. I will.
you're fine right now. You're at 0 risk.
Yeah, like...
Yeah.
Two
So
of
I
you
want
are-
to help as
Two of you are in a
I'm
burning building. The other one is in like... is like...
I'm
Like-
freezing because I was the only one that could feel the cold, left with a polar bear. My hood is down because I'm still jacked in, but it's fine. I can't feel it. I'm in the digital sphere. I'll just worry about my body later. All right. What's my effect?
I think probably standard.
Okay. 6.
Yay!
Awesome.
The
That's
sixes
a,
are back.
that gets you an extra dice on your escaping check if Anisha like says like go this way.
Brilliant. Yeah, I'm just immediately on it. I'm like, yep, I'm up, I'm moving, I'm going that way.
All right, let's scramble.
that's not so good. But what's my position on this? Am I still?
Desperate?
This seems desperate still. Yeah. Effect.
Standard, because you do have a way out. Not limited. Help! I'm trapped in a burning building.
Cool. And 1 bonus dice for the help.
Yep.
Okay. Well, this is 1 dice. Okay.
Cool.
Not dead.
You make it out, but you get you're gonna take minor harm to. I think we're gonna give you like minor harm to either your body or soul for like the harrowing like terror of like a burning building.
Yeah.
Like a burning building is a very primal fear, right? What do you think it's gonna be more affecting on your like sense of hope, or your like and like emotions, or your like smarts?
I think.
Like, I'm not giving you a hard limit. I'm just giving you like something that you'll need to like fucking calm down from.
Yeah. No. I like. Violet is definitely like fairly detached from like any sense of physicality. Damage to the body is not, other than a physical limitation, is not a thing that particularly affects them. But like trying to get out of a building full of people who are all like screaming and surging is not a good situation. So I think this is more of an emotional hit than it is a physical one.
Yep. Cool. So take some minor soul harm. You're just terrified.
Fucking tired. It's a mood.
Let's get your scramble, Pyre, for trying to find. Or at least, do you feel like it's a scramble, or do you feel like it's something else to try and find Mariam?
It could be a scramble. It could also just be like a directed, because I know where she is. Like this, just to run after her.
Yeah. So running after someone is scramble. Scramble is about getting from A to B.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yep. When there's there's potential for that not going well, right?
Yeah.
Like, so burning building makes sense. Cool.
Yeah. And then I can use my environmental capabilities.
Yes, you can, to get a bonus dice. This is exactly the right spot for it.
I did okay.
Nice. So yeah, I think you find Mariam, and she's like. She's still like unlocking doors, just running down this like hallway, being like duk, 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 using this swipe card to like unlock all of the like high security doors. And she's like, "Oh, hey, I thought you were dead."
I don't die that easy.
She's like, "Oh, that's cool."
Yeah, it's really cool. And then I'll like help direct people or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
whatever.
Cool. That works. Yeah, I think it only takes like a minute or so before she's like directed most of the people out, at which point like it's gone from like part of the building is on fire to like beams falling down.
Yeah.
and like an actual conflagration, and it's like the two of you, the last two left in there.
It's romantic. Did I see our person though?
I mean, you didn't ask anyone's name.
Okay.
We don't know what Cora looks like, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, do you want to resist that? Do you want to be like, no, I did see her?
Yeah, well, yeah, because that was my main reason of going over there.
Yep.
Secondary.
Cool. So, like, I'm saying there's a consequence here, which is you don't see Cora, and you're resisting with, sounds like mind to me.
Sure.
So you should be able to click mind. If it doesn't work, we'll just roll some dice manually, but...
Nope.
Nope. Okay. All right. In that case, how many do you... You got it?
Oh, I just rolled 1d6?
Let's see how many you've got. Let me look up. Let me look at your character sheet. You have 2 in mind, so you get roll another one as well.
Okay.
Excellent.
Dang.
On a 6, you resist, defy, or reduce it. No problem. No strain. Good job. So yeah, You spot. So when we rolled Cora earlier, what was she? She was. So brown eyes, choker, fingerless gloves were the things that you were told to look for. And yeah, you spot her as she's like making her way out, and like she looks fairly tired, like someone who hasn't been sleeping or sleeping well, but like you definitely like are like, oh, that's the person that matches my description.
Cool. I will specifically protect that person. I will like be like, hey, come on, we'll get you out of here, and like kind of walk with her. And
can I find Pyre a route that isn't to the main evacuation point?
That isn't to the main evacuation point? Sure, you can try and find one
where there will hopefully be less security.
Yep.
And what is Mariel? What was her name?
Mariam.
Mariam.
Yeah, Mariam.
And he's like, Mariam, get closer to me. My body is heat resistant. I can protect you from the flames.
She absolutely like clings to you, right? Like, like hands very like palms of hands against you.
Cool.
Is this another controlled standard to find the route?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yes, because it'll be their scramble that'll be desperate.
Yeah, I'm just setting it up to get them to a better spot.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. A 4.
Yeah, at this point you've spent a long time in these systems. You're going to have a hard time cleaning up your trail.
Yeah. I had a suspicion.
So you've got a bonus dice from Anishan for your scramble to get out of here. If you want it.
So I will take it, yes. Scramble. Desperate.
Mm-hmm.
And standard.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And 1 bonus dice. Oh, 2. Because my fire resistance, right? Still? Does that
yes, you
right?
get 2 bonus dice, yes.
Okay.
Capability and setup.
I did okay. Maybe someone got burnt.
Which of the 3 people gets burned?
I do.
Alright, take some body harm at this time. It's not... It's like searing. It's not like damage. It's not just like general heat. It's like something lands on you, and so like the actual flesh gets burned.
Oof.
Like yeah, it's totally that moment where like they're running and a column falls, and like you have to be like right, and like and like protect them from the falling column.
You do look super cool doing it.
Oh yeah, you look like badass.
Yeah.
And like and then like you walk out and you're like patting the fire off yourself.
Yes.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I'm a doctor. Well, we'll be fine.
Yep.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Not just a cosplayer.
Cool. All right. So outside, y'all are like you're scattered, but you're not with the main like evacuation group. So you're not being rounded up by the like there are all of these like wailing sirens, except they're all like the sirens are like weirdly melodic and musical, kind of like halfway between like a police car and a like ice cream truck. Like it's a police car siren but with ice cream truck tones. And yeah,
this place is a nightmare.
It's the nicest part of town. Let me tell you about the Beijing Zoo sometime. So the main group of like evacuees are all at the evacuation point and are being rounded up so that they can be like processed, and so that the criminals, the secure guests can be separated from the normal guests. But y'all are separated from that, right? And there's a lot of distractions going on. If you can get out of the dome, you're pretty much home free. What's the plan?
Violet, do you have a plan? Or
I'm not in a good place right now. So
What is like? Yeah, like what do we see of the different groups as they come out of the building?
Violet is like staggering a little bit and is like looking around almost paranoid, just trying to be as far away from people as possible right now. Is trying to find a dark place to sit and just sort of like breathe for a bit. So
there is a little bridge running over like a little artificial brook, a little that you can like hide under.
Yep, that's where I go.
Because like most places are pretty well lit, but that's yeah.
Yep, I'm gonna go huddle up under a bridge until I'm less freaked out.
You find a scapula. Under the bridge.
I found a what?
A scapula under the bridge. It's a bone. It's
a shoulder blade.
It's a shoulder blade.
It sure is. Awesome. Great. Just under the bridge. That's weird as hell, so I'm taking it.
Okay.
Nice.
Cool. Great.
Good response.
Yeah. What are you Paya, what are you and your crew doing?
Oh, I feel like Rhea was gonna say a plan.
Yeah, so I do have a plan for how to get us out of here, but if you want to describe how you exit the building and...
Yeah, what do you look like coming out of the building once you've like patted yourself off from the flames?
Oh yeah, she's grimacing and covered in soot, probably. And I don't know what the other two are doing.
Yeah, I think Cora just like falls unconscious into a bush, right? Like gets out of the building and her body goes, "Great, we're safe." Passes out. Whereas Mariam is like, "That was amazing." She's like, "We could burn this whole place down."
Well, first we have to make sure Cora's okay.
He's like, "Who's Cora?"
She goes over to Cora and just make sure she's still breathing. They don't have to do any kind of like basic breathing.
Yeah, no, she's breathing. She's okay. It's pretty obvious she's got some like smoke inhalation. But
cool.
Other than that, she is conscious. Or no, sorry, unconscious, but like stable.
We need to get her to Violet. She's our doctor, or they're our doctor.
So Anishan has a plan that I think will help us.
Cool.
Anishan is going to calmly and coolly hack one of the private security cars to round everyone up and drive right out the front doors.
Fuck. All right. So like it's gonna look like they're being arrested. Is that the idea?
Yeah, and like the car is it's gonna be like one of the self-driving security, like private security cars for this sector.
Yep, sounds good. Let's see what that hack looks like. Now, just so you're aware, trying to hack a specific like security thing, like there's a really strong risk of it coming back to bite you. I'm just letting you know that, right? Like,
yeah,
they will have defensive AIs and things, right?
Yeah, I think Anishan is definitely concerned about that, but also they want to make sure that their friends get out of the dome safely and in one piece.
Sounds good.
And they know that they're already hurt, so
yeah,
they probably could for much more brutality.
Now it sounds like you're actually trying to sway this security car to me.
Could I not be reprogramming the AI?
Yeah.
Since it's a self-driving car?
If you're doing that, you're going to have to just give it an instruction, and rather than being in direct control of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm going to give it a path that will first go to Paya's location. I will text them as well that this is the plan. And I am going to give it a path to Paya's location first, and then Vision's location, because that gives Vision time to collect themselves. a little, and I will also program in a specific chime into the siren so they know it's me.
Cool. All right. So it's going to just go backwards and forwards between those two locations? Is the current instruction we're putting in it? Cool. All right. That we can do. Yeah, that is risky. And it's limited. What you're saying, the thing you're describing is limited. So, yeah.
Okay. I am going to leave it that way for now. Okay. That is a 5.
Yeah. All right. Cool. I think you put those instructions in, and then it closes, and then the car closes the connection. And you're like, what? Why did it? And the answer is, it's got instructions now. It doesn't need any further instructions. So it rocks up to Pyre's location, with its weird little chime. It's so yeah, a police car rocks up singing "Happy Birthday" on its sirens.
That's weird.
And parks in front of you, Pyre.
Cool. I don't know if this is the plan, or I do know this is the plan.
You do. I texted everyone. Yeah.
Cool. All right. We'll roll in, I guess. We'll slide open.
Why are we getting in the police car? Jesus Christ! Quick! And Miriam starts throwing rocks at it.
Miriam, it's cool. It's cool. It's hacked, but you don't have to come with us.
Like, oh, it's hacked. All right, and she just goes straight and jumps into it.
I feel like I have a goofy now.
I love how enthusiastic she is. She's just wonderful.
She's had enough of, and so she's been a janitor for a long time, and now she's like, or I could burn the world down.
Giving her a taste.
Yeah. Yeah. So she throws herself into the back of the van.
Cool. And I guess I'll try to lift up Cora.
Yeah, you can take her. That's a thing you can do. Cora's pretty slight.
Cool.
Yeah, she's very, very wafy.
Yeah.
It's
a little rough on Pyre's limp, but she gets her in, and they all get in the car and shut the door.
Cool. And it starts playing Happy Birthday again and goes and parks on top of a bridge.
Cool. What's with the Happy Birthday choice?
Because Ash is a demon.
It was all that was available. I could only select from one of the pre-selected.
Yeah, you could select Emergency, Happy Birthday, or the Chinese national anthem.
That's fine.
But yeah, so it's parked on top of a bridge.
Yeah, I guess Violet takes several seconds before coming out from under the bridge, just clutching this bone, and just gets into the car without saying anything to anyone or making eye contact, or I guess eye contact doesn't really work if you don't have obvious eyes, but their head is not angled towards anyone, and just sort of sits there in silence.
It drives back to the spot where it picked Pyre up. And parks.
Anishin is going to attempt to rehack into the car and give it a new route to the drop-off location where we first
cool. So
Vision first landed.
There is interference on this roll, so -1 dice. Because the interference is, no, I have instructions to go back and forth between these two places. I'm not going to do anything else now.
Okay, since this is our escape, does anyone mind if I spend a strain?
Please do.
Okay. So what's my position and effect?
I think it's actually just risky. To get them out for an escape, I think that's risky and great.
Okay. That is a 6. I'm gonna mark the strain.
Yeah.
Okay, strain.
All right. So yeah, what does it look like as the? So we see this thing be okay, and switches over to the Chinese national anthem as it bails out of the dome and gets emergency clearance to leave the dome, and makes its way back towards your safe house. I think that's a good place to leave it for today. At the end of that mission, let's do the end of mission stuff.
Are we just going to assume that Anisian makes their way back from?
Yeah, I think we can assume that you get another lift.
I think we actually forgot to do something at the start of the session too.
We've got to do the XP trigger thing.
Yeah,
that's right. We can do it for next time.
Yeah, just no XP today.
Sorry.
Too busy getting set on fire and shot.
Yeah.
Oh damn! That would have been some good XP.
We learnt nothing.
All right. It's because I was a bit like frazzled this morning. Sorry. Let's do the end of session stuff. Where is it?
Yes.
Wrapping up. So, at the end of each session, your crew gains 1 XP for each of these questions, where the answer is yes, or 2 XP if the answer is multiple times. Did you rep your crew type? So that's rescuing someone.
Yep. Yeah, that's explicitly what we did.
Yep, cool.
Yeah,
So
can I argue we did? Can I argue we did that twice since Mariam is now a rebel?
I'll allow it. Yeah, certainly. You saved her from the bonds of
slavery,
gainful employment,
corporate slavery.
Did you manage to avoid collateral?
Nope.
No. Did you get impeded by your harm and hard limits?
Yeah.
I saw that multiple times, so that's
almost all of us, I think. Yeah.
Did you flash call gear and call in impressive favors? I saw at least one piece of cool gear.
Yeah, we had psychic paper. That was cool.
Paper, yep.
And you got over your distance with your ex, Pyre.
Yes, you called in a favor. Do you think that was... Yeah, cool. All right, so that's another one. Did you put a ding in a corp?
Well, we burned down a building.
You burnt down a building. Put a ding in a corp.
We didn't just burn down the building. They also potentially lost a bunch of people that they were keeping captive, and either that or people were coming to them for safety, and they fucked that up royally. So either way, I think this hurts them.
Yeah, I think so. So that's 2, 6, 7. Did you help your community? There wasn't a specific.
I think we grew our community.
I'll give you one for that.
What?
Yep. Nice. Cool. If the crew didn't get away clean, any corpse the crew put a ding in, gain 1 point of turmoil from it. There were a couple of points there where you weren't, where you didn't manage to clean up your trail. So I'm just going to give a point of turmoil for Maritime against you. So turmoil just means that if other corps want to attack Maritime, they're going to have an easier time of it. Which means that it's in Maritime's best interests to come after you, the players, to get rid of that turmoil. So you can spend XP to increase some things later on, but I think we can do that next time. Does that sound like a good plan?
Yeah.
8 XP is good. I think we did good, friends.
Yeah, we did real good.
A+ team. Good job.
So let's wrap it up and do some shout outs then. Let's go in the same order that we went last time. Starting with Kira. Kira, do you have shout outs?
You can follow me at Kirananzi on Twitter, where I talk about most of my projects and the angst over ending my Kickstarter, which has been going on for many months. It's a very successful Kickstarter. They just take a long time, apparently. So yeah, follow me there, and that's all the news I have right now.
Cool. Snow, shout outs?
I still don't really have anything super exciting to shout out.
That's okay.
So yeah, just follow me on Twitter at Snow McNally. there will be cool stuff there.
Yeah. If there's other like if there's cool stuff that isn't yours that you want to shout out as well, if you want to be like, you know what's great, soup is great, right? Like you're welcome to shout that out too. Or like if there's like someone else's Kickstarter or things, like just for future reference, you can shout out anything you like in that space.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Ray, how you going?
I'm good, thank you. So I have been Ray or Cherry. You can find me as Cherry Ray pretty much anywhere, twitch.tv/Cherry Ray or twitter.com/Cherry Ray or even cherryray.com, which also redirects to actualcyborg.com.
That's really good.
It's like, good URL. I'm a big fan. Good domain.
Thank you. I am doing something really exciting in a week and a half that I'm not allowed to talk about. Won't be able to talk about probably a couple of years, but I can't wait to talk about it.
Oh no!
But I am also going to be at GDC in a few weeks, giving a talk for the first time on my own.
Nice. Yeah, that's super cool though.
Work on that. Thank you, friends. So yeah, that's me. You can find me on Twitch 4 days a week.
Yeah.
Hey.
I've been Ash. I've been your host and GM. You can also find me here on Twitch, where I stream at the moment just a lot of Sunless Skies. I have an obsession. It's too good. It's bad. It's a problem. But you can also find me on Twitter and on Patreon and things like that, where I do like game design, making games like this. You can find me in all of those places at Acegiak, ACEGIAK. For now, though, we're going to love and leave you all. If you want to join in the corporate game, you can join in on the Discord, which I will link. There will be a link in the chat and in the description for the video, and you can join in there. And we will see you same time, same place next week. Bye.